Well, you've had a whole week training to become an official Rotary District Governor. However, there's just one more question for you to answer. What kind of a Rotary leader are you really going to be? Google lists over 4 million entries on leadership, but I don't believe there's one description of a Rotary District Governor. Oh, there's so many different styles of leadership. However, your job of leadership is leading a group of Rotary volunteers. Now, what's the successful leadership style of a successful Rotary governor? Now, a district governor won't survive very long using the leadership style of a top sergeant. No matter how much you try, those club presidents will never line up for marching orders. A district governor will never be very effective using the leadership skills of an animal trainer whose tools are a whip and a chair. You can never keep club presidents under control. A district governor will never find much success using the techniques of a football coach, yelling instructions to players in a championship game. No, the skills of a successful district governor working with volunteer Rotarians requires special consideration and some personal skills. There is no chance for you to fire your volunteers and hire a whole new group of club presidents. Over the years, I've discovered that some of the most effective Rotary leaders are those who exhibit the leadership skills and temperament of a symphony orchestra conductor. Just as your district leaders and club presidents are composed of a whole variety of men and women with unusual abilities and special interests and many experiences, a symphony orchestra is also composed of many distinct units, unique individuals, varying skills, different abilities. Now over here is the orchestra's string section, composed of violins and cellos. I would compare them and those Rotarians in your district. Well, they're the important members of your district, but often they're rather high-strung, and frequently they need tuning in to the issues at hand, since they're the ones that carry the theme of the year. And then over here, this is the section of a woodwind section, you know, the clarinets and the oboes and the bassoons, which have a wide range of instrumental talent to cover the entire musical score. In Rotary, the woodwinds might be the quiet members of your leadership team who are perfectly willing to take on the high and the low notes of the performance. But once in a while, you'll hear a squeak or two from that section. Now back here, this is the orchestra brass section back here. You know, the trumpets, the trombones, the tubas. In your district, they're the Rotarians you can always hear, loud and clear. When they toot their horn, you know they have an opinion, clearly expressed. And if it's the tuba guy, the sound may just be an occasional oomph. Well, in the back of the orchestra, back there, we've got the percussion section with drums and cymbals and all the bells and whistles. I suspect every Rotary club and district has a percussion section. They beat the drum with their pet projects. They use a drum roll to announce their arrival. You can't miss the percussion section in any club. Then, in every orchestra, there's got to be those who work behind the scenes, the stagehands. They place the risers and set out the chairs, handle the lighting and the sound effects. In a Rotary Club, these are those faithful members you can always count on. They're always ready, they seldom complain, and they're often sergeant at arms or aides to the RI president's representative. Then, there's the actual performance of the concert, which is the end product of hours of practice, endless rehearsal, thoughtful preparation. In your district, that's your district conference. It's the showplace of the very best you have to offer. It becomes the major production of the year. Frequently, there's another group attending the symphony, the music critics. They always have an opinion or observation on every performance. In Rotary, these critics are frequently identified as past district governors. Now, just as your symphony orchestra is made up of these different instruments, different players, you find the same differences, interests, and abilities in the club leaders in your districts. Your job is the same as the symphony maestro, who uses leadership skills to bring together the strings and the woodwinds and the brass and the percussion units into a symphony of beautiful music. What kind of leadership will it take? What kind of leadership and management skills will you need to bring together the Rotarians of your district to create the concert that you will be directing during 2016-17? Let's look at some of the skills of the symphony conductor. First, he or she is prepared. The conductor knows the music being performed, and we say he or she knows the score. The conductor continues to learn, practices every day to be a better leader. He or she is aware of all the notes and the symbols and the marks on the score, and to bring out the best of each performer. Yes, the conductor is prepared and prepares all the musicians to be the best they can. And then he listens. The maestro listens all the time. The conductor hears the slightest tunes, which ones are out of key. They listen to the unique combinations of sounds, and he seeks the best. Yes, the conductor is a listener. And third, he shares, or she shares. The symphony conductors are constantly sharing their experiences and giving instructions based upon their training and knowledge. The music leader creates the tempo, the volume, puts personal feeling into the music. Yes, the conductor must be a sharing person. And fourth, encourages. The great symphony maestros encourages each one of the musicians, recognizes the one with the acceptable performances of each musical section. He or she brings up this group, tones that group down as they interpret the entire composition. At every performance, the conductor may take a bow, but always recognizes the entire orchestra and always gives tribute to this soloist and that soloist. Yes, the successful conductor encourages and recognizes all the players. Fifth, develops. Every symphony musician is seated by levels of performance, and the conductor is constantly developing the musicians to move up to the first chair. As you know, Here's the first violin player. He's the concert master and sits in the chair nearest to the conductor. And in each section, the maestro is developing the players to enhance their musical talents and moving to higher levels of performance. And sixth, performs. The final achievement of any orchestra is the performance. The performance for the enjoyment of all. All the diverse parts come together in performing a beautiful concert. And there's where the conductor's skills are on public display. All of the musicians under the direction of the maestro makes the concert their finest hour. The interesting thing is that these six leadership skills of the symphony conductor are almost identical to the leadership styles of a successful Rotary district governor. Without the orchestra, the conductor has nothing to lead. Likewise, without willing and dedicated club and district volunteers, who else does a governor have to lead? How are you going to relate to these tasks of leadership? First, the successful district governor is carefully prepared. In your district, the governor is the one who is well aware of all the plans and goals of the Rotary International President John. The governor is well aware of the policies, the bylaws, the customs of Rotary within his or her district. The governor is prepared to give a year of committed leadership. And the great governor is prepared to bring out in the district volunteers more than any one of them ever expected they could achieve. Next, the successful district governor is an excellent listener. Governors who listen more than talking, will usually be the better leaders of their district. And as you listen, you'll become aware of the strengths and the weaknesses which should be addressed. It's amazing what you can learn when you just listen. The governor who listens and becomes aware of the issues within the clubs will always be better prepared to take effective action. Then the successful district governor shares their experiences, shares their knowledge. Most governors have experiences in service projects and club activities and the Rotary Foundation and youth programs, which can be shared with the presidents and the district committees. Throughout this week, you have had many discussions, picked up so many ideas, which gives you excellent information to be shared with your district leaders. Yes, an effective governor will share thoughtful and friendly advice with all the club and district leaders. And next, the successful district governor gives encouragement and recognizes good work. Well-deserved recognition is one of the most effective forms of motivation. A public word of appreciation, a short note of thanks is a vital part of the governor's leadership tasks. Be generous with your encouragement. Be sincere with your praise. Put the spotlight on the achievers and seldom on yourself. And I assure you that you'll have the strongest team your district has ever seen. You see, public recognition and encouragement is the finest demonstration of a governor's thoughtfulness and gratitude for excellent performance. Then the successful district governor will develop new leaders to build a stronger district for the future. Each year, new Rotarians need to grow and blossom into future leaders. A district governor is just in the ideal position to observe, discover, develop the future leaders of your district. Oh, so many Rotarians have latent skills, unknown talents, hidden abilities, and these must be nurtured and given a chance to develop into the Rotary leaders of the future. And finally, that effective district governor will be evaluated by the final performance of his or her district. The district conference, that's the ultimate concert of achievement in which you'll be evaluated. The real maestro doesn't refer to my performance, but rather we are in referring to the success of each composition. All of your skills of leadership will be publicly demonstrated at your district's annual conference. The judging of an orchestra's performance is not the single toots of the tuba player or the squeaks of the second violin. It's the evaluation of the conductor's ability to bring all the parts together as seen under the microscope of excellence. Here is your display, a display of your excellent leadership. It's your district conference. That's your finest performance. Well, my friends, in the next few weeks, you'll be training, rehearsing your club presidents and district committees to be ready for new performances on July 1st. You'll be talking about goals and plans for the year ahead. You'll have committees working on the district conference and the Rotary Foundation, membership promotion, all the dynamic programs you've talked about this week. You'll be thinking of every feature of the wide world of Rotary. And then the most amazing thing will happen. On July 1st, you'll pick up your baton. You'll step up to the rostrum, and your symphony will begin. Do you hear that soloist over there? That's you beginning your visits to the clubs of the district. The music in the background, that's from your committees. Over here, bring in the interactors and the rotaractors. Over there, the youth exchange students are added to the theme. Hear the background sound? It's the district committee concerning Rotary Foundation grants. That quiet group over there, they're preparing for your district conference. The editor's asking you for a message for the district newsletter. Oh, you begin to feel the harmony. Each group performs its mission. Down there, you're still making your club visits. Don't overlook that foundation fundraiser. Bring in the tones of the Public Relations Committee. Oh, there's the melody of the Riley Group. Hear the theme of the Vocational Committee, too. You're still making your club visits. Oh, the emails never stop. They go on and they on and on. The district committee, district conference planning is getting ready. Over here, you continue your promotion of the Rotary Convention in Atlanta. Your assistant governors are now giving you more reports. Club continue to invite you to fundraisers. Bring in more money. Your club visits are almost ended. You still prepare materials for the district monthly newsletter. Oh, you're ready over here to introduce the vocational team from your match district. You look over there, that club's preparing its charter. Each section adds more to the musical theme. The tempo begins to pick up. There's the energy of your youth committees, faster and faster and faster. Hear those notes? That's one of your club's plans and objectives. 4 months late. There's the district membership report. Don't overlook the 10K run for Polio Plus. Oh, get in touch with President John's representative to your conference. Oh, do you feel the power of the music? Can you feel the crescendo as all the activities and the volume is picking up? More and more special visits. Your spouse is telling you to start packing for the Atlanta convention. More committee meetings, notes of appreciation, Paul Harris recognitions, district conference details, more coordination with the governor-elect and the governor nominee. You can feel the pulse of the music in your entire body. The notes are coming faster and faster and faster, and the music consumes every ounce of your energy. And as the orchestra combines in the symphonic second climax to a building to a climax. My friends, your symphony is over. And amid all the applause, you take a bow, but give the real recognition to the entire orchestra. You acknowledge the soloists, and even the orchestra is applauding you for your leadership skills. And then comes your finest moment, your greatest moment. You pass the baton to the governor-elect. And they lead the next symphony in the concert program. My friends, that's the cycle of Rotary. That's the task of leadership of a Rotary district. You've brought all together all these divergent parts of your district committees and your club presidents into the greatest performance because you had this leadership skills of a superior maestro. The music, it still rings in the air. And you can say, we did it. But your district will know that they had selected a super governor as their leader. That, my friends, is great Rotary leadership. And it can be you because you're the conductor. So go to it.